Welcome to the Catholic School Athletics of Simcoe County broadcast of Varsity Boys Soccer. This game is coming to you from Patrick Fogarty Catholic Secondary School in Orillia. On behalf of the school's media arts program, we are pleased to bring in this broadcast and hope that you can enjoy some of today's soccer action from wherever you are located. Today's match will feature the St. Peter's Panthers against the Patrick Fogarty Flames. My name is Mr. Cole, and joining me in the booth for today's broadcast, or at least part of it, is Mr. McMillan. Welcome, Mr. McMillan.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Happy to be here, and welcome to our viewers out there here for the game today.
So let's get right down to business and meet the players and coaches of the St. Peter's Panthers. So number 4 is Mario Ruffino. Number 5 is Ezra Terrell-Lata. Number 6 is Jacob Ferguson. Number 8 is Luciano Mustica. Number 9 is Ugo Morty. Number 10 is Valentino Velasquez. Number 11 is Miicha Morty. Number 14 is Muna Morty. Number 18 is Donald Archibong. Number 26 is Owen Lorenko. Number 27 is Peters Ogundipe. Number 34 is Marcus Giracolo. Number 36 is Gavin Peak. Number 37 is Christopher Cananisho. Number 40 is Seamus Gunn. And goalkeeper for the Panthers is Evan Bates. Coaches are Mike Bruni and Jamie Pose.
Now let's take a look and meet our Flames. First up, we have number 2, Johnny Norris. Number 3, David Bivol. Number 4, Fernando Bonifacio. Number 5, Stefanos Nokasari. Number 6, Rogan Coyne. Number 7, Jackson Thomas. Number 9, we have Lucas Sharp. Number 10, Damian Baker. Number 11, Emmanuel Fasica. Number 13, Ike Van Nort. Number 14, River Hook. Number 15, Chris Moraru. Number 16, Jack Davidson. Number 17, Corbin Steele. Number 18, Aiden Lewis. Number 19, Carter Torkoff. Number 20, William Shaw. Number 23, Desmond Andrews, and our goalie is William Hilliard. Our coaches are Megan Lewis and Kayla Drager.
So there you have it. 12 degrees out today, winds gusting at about 25-30 kilometers an hour. We've turned our mics down so our microphones don't get zapped here during the broadcast, but nice, cool autumn day for soccer here at Patrick Fogarty.
It really does feel like a fall day today. It feels great for the players too. It's not going to be too hot, not too cold, and if you get the wind at your back, it's going to feel great.
Looks like the Flames are going to go into the wind to start the game today. Do you think this is a good strategy?
You know what? While you're still fresh, it's going to be hard running into the wind. So if you're playing, have it towards you at the start, it makes it a little bit easier in the second half with the wind at your back.
Flames will take first possession as well, and to get things underway, we've actually been waiting for a while for the referee to show up in this game. We're starting quite a bit later than anticipated, about half an hour, but we're happy that things are getting underway here.
You have lots of time for the players to warm up, play a little keep up in the air, make sure everyone's ready to go.
Looks like Ike Van Nort will take on first ball possession duties here. We've also got Will Shaw in the field on the near side. On the far side, striker right, we've got River Hook and Emmanuel Fasica. Got Jackson Thomas at midfield. I'm sorry, Emmanuel Fasica is also at midfield. That's Stefanos Nakasari. Here's Fasica.
That's up. Heads up.
Ball out right into the boots to start things off. What a dramatic start for us.
There's Rogan Coyne. Pick up the ball, toss it back into play.
So Will Shaw with it now. 35-minute halves here in varsity or senior boys soccer at the high school level. Here's Fasica now. They're going to kick it. A goal! Fasica with the early strike from out of nowhere.
What a hot start.
And that's just like the last home game ended when Fasica put in a goal, third and final goal against St. Thomas Aquinas Stingers. In under a minute, a 1-0 lead for the Flames.
What a start for the Flames.
Into the wind, doesn't matter. Just opportunistic there.
Yeah, it's nice to get that early goal early.
Now we'll talk about how important this game is for both teams as number 6 moves up the wing. Nice cross. Just a little bit out of reach there. That was number 6, Jacob Ferguson, making the cross. It'll be a throw-in on the other side.
It was a little tricky for St. Peter's going into the wind too. When you're trying to shoot, you're trying to get your timing and your strength right. So if you're kicking the ball, it goes a little bit further. To take a little bit off, which takes a little adjustment.
So free kick awarded to the Flames here.
Taken by Aiden Lewis, who's celebrating his 16th birthday today. Got his G1 earlier this morning, and here there's a big birthday cake waiting for him at home.
Here's Riverhook now charging for the ball. Contested there by St. Peter's Seamus Gunn. Kicked out of bounds. Steph Nakashari will do the throw-in honors. Here's Van Noort with the ball. Stephanus. Kick in intercepted by Senior St. Peter's, and up comes the break.
Looking for some options.
Possession awarded to the Flames there. Looks like another free kick. Intercepted by St. Peter's right away. And they've got some numbers here on the attack.
Come back in straight.
Nice pass up. See what kind of cross he puts in. Challenge there by Emmanuel Fasica.
There we go. Good defense right there.
And here comes Ike Van Noort. He's got Shaw and Hook.
It's quickly thwarted by St. Peter's there.
Yeah, nicely cut off by number 14, Muna Morty. Throw in here by Rogan Coyne. Intercepted out of bound again. That's Ezra Terrell Ata with the touch.
A jockey in there.
Nice little steal by Will Shaw. Scooped up by Evan Bates. Canonisho brings it up for St. Peter's.
Nice stop there to play.
Now, in spite of the early goal, I'm already seeing some good structure to the St. Peter's offense here. Moving in triangles and moving with numbers close to the ball. As you said earlier, giving themselves some options to make the passes. And I think that's a strategy that could play out very well for them as this game goes on.
Absolutely. They look like a quick transition team as well. As soon as we lose possession there, they're right back coming down.
Kick back to Bates, who knocks it forward. We'll try to get some numbers for you from players on the far side of the field, but here's the Panthers now coming forward.
Yep.
Good line of defense there by the Flames. And there's a field goal.
3 points.
So a little high, but first opportunity for the Panthers today.
Yeah, the first shot on target.
Glad that the wind is coming from the north today, because the balls that miss the net on the other side always go down the hill towards the school, and it takes like 15 minutes to retrieve them.
Always had one player. You had to go get it. They're coming up. Another one goes down.
That's Aiden Lewis with the goal kick there. Cut off by St. Peter's. Nice back kick there. The cross. Shot Jacob Ferguson on the corner.
A little dangerous opportunity.
He's out in front. Well defended there. A couple of attempts, haven't gotten through yet, and there it is. The response from St. Peter's.
Right back in it.
So we speculated whether this would be a high-scoring game. We've seen some of the scores coming in this year from senior boys soccer, and we've been noticing, 5 goals and so on. That was number 5, Ezra Terrell-Lata, who's a call-up for today's game because of 4 injured players on the senior squad.
Wow.
So he gets the first strike for St. Peter's to draw even with the Flames.
It's nice feeling being called up and be able to help your team right away.
Here's Jackson Thomas now, keeping the ball from going out of bounds, but intercepted by St. Peter's. That's number 37, Chris Cananisho. Oh, almost intercepted there by Emmanuel Fasica. Challenged on the near side by Shaw. That's Jacob Ferguson advancing it for Ata.
Trying the same play. Work on the side.
Almost a collision there between 2 PF players. Muraru gets it out. Here's Fasica now, coming up the near side. Well covered by Ferguson. Nice move there.
Footwork. Looking for some options coming through and cut off.
That's number 11, Micha Morty. Backs things off, looking to set things up. May have an injury on the field here. We've got Rogan Coyne, I believe, down on one knee and holding the side of his head. So are you surprised at all by the fast start?
I was, yeah. We talked about earlier in the pregame that it might be a lot of high-scoring games, but I didn't think this many goals this early. I thought it'd be a slower start, and then the goals come later, but it's nice to see both teams on the board.
So Rogan Coyne going off for the Flames here, holding his head. That's a concern because Rogan has played very well for the Flames this year, and hopefully it's nothing serious. Looks like Damian Baker will be coming on in his place. In the pre-game, the earlier version of this broadcast that started at 2:30 and was then canceled, we talked a little about injuries in soccer. Unfortunate to see an early one there.
Absolutely. Hopefully he's back soon. But it's always concerning when you see a hit to the head.
So here's Ferguson on the near side. Into number 37, Chris Cananisho. Cananisho holding his lip there.
There's
holding
Davey.
his mouth. Those attempts cut off by Stephanus Noskahare. Sorry, Steph. Here's Jackson Thomas. I think the ball slipped out of Thomas's hands there. It is pretty cold on the hands.
Yeah. We had to cut up in a breeze there.
That was number 40, Seamus Gunn with the throw-in.
Oh.
Attempt at kicking away by Van Noort is... And into the apartment complex. Beyond the fence goes the ball. That's a new one.
Someone's going home.
So you can see how strong the wind is. Maybe we can get a close-up on how much the flags are moving over in the corner. A strong wind here. 10 minutes into this senior boys game. And you have an appointment. You have to go, don't you?
I do have a chiropractor appointment. Try to...
Well, luckily we have a contingency plan in place. So not immediately, but we can get someone in here for you. Thanks for joining us for a short time.
Yeah, no, I was really happy.
Saw a
to
couple
be
of
part
goals.
Yeah, that's great. And I can't wait to watch the rest of the broadcast on YouTube later on.
Okay, well, everyone, Mr. McMillan has to go. He was intended to be here for the first half, but the game was about 30 minutes late getting started. But we do have a replacement coming in, making her way to the booth. Take care, Mr. McMillan.
Thank you very much for having me. Good luck, Flames.
Meantime, here's Jackson Thomas. That attempt cut off by Chris Cananisho, and back to goaltender Evan Bates. So I'm going to welcome someone to the booth here you may not recognize. You could put her on picture-in-picture there. Hey everyone, it's Trinity Smith. Say hello.
Hi.
So welcome, Trinity. Trinity has been a camera operator on the Media Arts team this year, and her friend Avery Kazagnowski did a basketball game last week, did a great job. Trinity said she'd like to throw her hat in the ring, and so here she's getting her chance. You're the call-up for today's soccer game.
It's good to be here.
Crossing attempt by the Panthers, blocked by Ike Van Noort, but still putting the pressure on his number 10, Valencio Velasquez. He's challenged by Damian Baker. Looks like a free kick here being awarded to the Panthers. The Panthers arguing over which of the players is going to take this free kick. This is an opportunistic area to be doing a free kick.
Yep.
Flames got a wall set up and saved by Hilliard.
That was good.
Collision there between Cananisho and Damian Baker. Ball awarded to the Flames. Aiden Lewis is typically the Flames player that you'll see take the free kicks.
Yeah, he really can kick. He has a. It goes pretty far every single time he gets that opportunity, so it's always good to see that happen.
And he's been keeping it low too into the wind here. He's been able to advance the ball down the field in spite of the heavy wind coming in the direction. Although the wind is shifting a little bit. It's a little bit across the field now, but
It's impressive to be able to do that, to adjust your shot like that with the wind. And it's always windy up here, so.
another attempt there goes a little wide. That was Steph Noskahare. Here's Van Noort cutting off the goal kick. That's Will Shaw now coming up the side. Ball out of bounds. Shoved there by Ferguson. Seamus Gunn looks like he does the throw-in duties for St. Pete's. And here's Ezra Trelata, the early goal scorer for the Panthers. That's cut off by Van Noort. Out of bounds once again, that's Marcus Giracolo. We'll see if the Flames adjust here, advance a few more players forward.
Yeah.
Create some options for the throw-in. Good throw-in there by Lewis. And a handball called on number 34, Marcus Giracolo. So that'll be a free kick awarded to the Flames just outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah, this could be a really good opportunity for a goal here.
Looks like Jackson Thomas will be doing the free kick. See what kind of a play they can put in. We've got a three-person wall by the Panthers. Last home game we saw Steph Noskahare curl a corner kick in untouched.
I saw that highlight on Instagram. It was so impressive.
Referee measuring, making sure the wall's a good 10 yards away. The boys will have to take one step back. What do you do here, Trinity? Do you put this straight on net?
I would cross it to almost where Will.
Straight on net it
goes.
And I was thinking,
my advice.
I was just about to say, so that's Jackson Thomas straight in there from the free kick in a great position. I was just about to say, when Steph made that corner kick last week, it was Jackson Thomas said to me on the field, Mr. Cole, record this. Like he knew what was about to happen. So I was expecting a curl shot, and he had one of his own up his sleeve there. Already 2-1.
Yeah, this is high scoring already. And we're not
16
even-
minutes into our game here.
Wow. I didn't expect it to be like that. I thought it was going to be more man-to-man on the defense. Like I knew it was going to be a bit of a battle this game, but I wasn't expecting such a high score.
And a lot of the line for both teams, as Mr. McMillan and I had talked about in the first attempt at doing our broadcast, the Panthers are 2-2 and the Flames are 2-1. Wow. So this game has implications for the standings and for the team's overall position.
Wow, okay. So it's important.
Nice cutoff there by Pasica.
So do they have another game before, like, is this to contest for GBs, or what is the...
Just overall standings in the league to, the Flames would love to position themselves to win a home playoff game, and the Panthers would certainly like to do the same.
Definitely.
There's number 26, Owen Lorenko, who's going to do the throw-in here for the Panthers. Good throw-in.
Oh, wow.
Nice and deep.
That's
Cut
a
off
good
by
touch.
Emmanuel Pasica.
Wow.
That's Steph Naskahare with the long, deep kick. Ball being challenged by Riverhook. That's Valencio Velasquez moving it up quickly. Nice slide tackle there by Naskahare.
We have a really good, like, first touch mindset. When the ball is kicked in, we're always try to be the first to it.
Here's Jackson Thomas, the grade 10 student on the varsity boys squad, contesting there. He's really worked on his 1v1s in the off season. He's gotten a little bit bigger, and you can tell a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Soccer's a big priority for Jackson. Will Shaw with the kick out. The Panthers will regroup. That's Owen Lorenko moving the ball up. Challenged by Pasica. Manuel Pasica had the first goal for the Flames, followed about 16 minutes later by Jackson Thomas. Of course, in the meantime, the Panthers scored a goal of their own. Number 5, Ezra Terrell-Ata, the call-up for today's game, getting the Panthers on the board. So it's already 2-1. We're about halfway through this first half rather. 35-minute halves plus injury time at the discretion of the referee. Here's Thomas now. Cutting him off is Chris Cananisho, and also number 10, Valencio Velasquez. Now the Panthers moving up. That's number 9, Ugo Morty. Across into Maecha Morty. There's 3 boys with the last name Morty. Nice cutoff save there by Hilliard. 3 boys with the last name Morty on this Panther squad. We're assuming they're probably related, either cousins or perhaps brothers. Who knows? Maybe even triplets. But certainly when you're related or know each other, you always have good communication.
Good team chemistry.
That's Will Shaw cutting the ball off. Got a little mini break here. Trying to move forward. He's coming forward hard.
Wow.
Being challenged there. Nice challenge by Valencio. Yeah, Olarenko. Clean challenge there. Even though he clipped him at the end, he definitely got the ball first. So good challenge there by Lorenko to save the break. Really appreciate you filling in, Trinity, on Mr. McMillan had to leave early after the late start to this game.
Yeah, like a half an hour.
You'll be able to go back to your camera duty second half. Mr. Nye is going to come in and help commentate the second half. But you're getting your little 15 minutes of fame here. So we got St. Peter's ball. We've got Owen Lorenko coming up to throw in. We got all but 3 of the Panthers players moving forward here. I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit of an offensive push on this play. Try to get the ball in. Nicely cut off there by Manuel Pasica. with the header. Now challenged by Ike Van Noort. That's number 27, Peters Ogundipe, now doing the throw-in for St. Pete's. To Chris Cananisho. Pushes things back, decides to set things up. There's Riverhook contesting on the ball. Riverhook, the grade 9 player on the varsity 9? Squad for, I think I've got that right. I think Rivers in grade 9.
Yeah.
And there's also been a substitution for the Flames. Number 4, Fernando Bonifacio, is now in the field for the Flames. There's Chris Cananisho with a nice pass forward to number 27, Peters Ogundipe. The inward cross is blocked. Van Noort kicks it away.
The wind really takes the ball the second it's moved a certain height in the air.
So this looks like first corner kick of the game, opportunity for the Panthers. He'll be kicking into the wind the way he's oriented right now. The wind's kind of coming right into him, so we'll see if a curl is an option here. Ball comes in a bit lower perhaps than anticipated. But the Panthers are on it, pushing it back in. There's Cananisho with the shot. Nice block there by Aiden Lewis. Contested by Van Noort, and here's Will Shaw coming away with it. Tries to get it up to Jackson Thomas. Here's Shaw again on the sidelines. Goes out on Shaw. Valencio Velasquez with the throw in. Now being handled by number 9, Ugo Morty. Contested by Shaw. Van Noort challenging in the lower corner and out on the Panthers. So Flames get the throw in here. With a chance to move the ball away. Here's Thomas now. Cut off by Fernando Bonifacio momentarily, but picked up by Seamus Gunn. Here's Bonifacio now. Intercepted by the Panthers, but picked up by Emmanuel Fasica. Tries to clear it. Bonifacio again with a nice kick over to Stephanus. Cut off there by the Panthers. Back and forth action here. The Panthers steadily moving forward though, and they've got some numbers. The shot blocked by Aiden Lewis. Taken away by Van Noort. Seamus Gunn gets in front of Jackson Thomas there. He's going to line up for the kick. Bonifacio now at the pickup, but the pass to Riverhook is a little short. It's number 26, Owen Lorenko, up to number 10, Valencio Velasquez with the crossing. That's going to be a goal kick as it goes out the far side. I believe it went to the right side of the flag.
It looked like it.
Will Hilliard getting the miles in with these wind-dated balls that have gone past the goal. One all the way into the apartment complex over the fence a little bit earlier. Gives you some idea how strong the wind is. But it's in gusts, like it's not right now, but it's been predominant in the early part of this game, but not a factor in terms of affecting the scoring. We got a 2-1.
I think the wind can affect it in both ways. Like sometimes it's harder to gauge how far your shot is going to go if it's with you, and then when it's the opposite direction, it's obviously harder to kick against.
Lewis's goal kick there, picked off by Seamus Gunn and moved quickly forward to Chris Cananisho, but the shot is wide, and Hilliard again getting his miles in, running the ball down.
You think they might have a couple extra balls?
Avery Kowzignowski going solo on camera duties right now, while Trinity Smith filling in for Mr. McMillan, who had to leave for an appointment. A late start to this game, originally scheduled at 2:30, didn't get underway till a little bit after 3 o'clock. But my media arts crew is here in force, despite being cold. Otherwise, having to listen to Mr. McMillan and I talk for a solid half an hour on the headsets before we cut the broadcast. They're hanging in there like troopers. Here come the Panthers now. Kicked away by Chris Moraru. High ball, challenged by Bonifacio. That's Bonifacio and Cananisho. Cananisho gets it back. Kick forward now. That's Peter Zogandupe working with one of the Morty brothers, or that's Valencio Velasquez. But Ike Van Noort comes away with it. There's Cananisho with the interception. Picked up by Emmanuel Fasica, who handles it, moves it forward to River Hook. A lot of action in the midfield in this game as the teams battle for ball possession. Last touch there by Peter Zogandupe, so it'll be another goal kick for the Flames. High in the air, that's Damian Baker now. Sorry, excuse me, that's not Damian Baker, that's Lucas Sharp. Up front with Bonifacio and River Hook. Brought away by Cananisho. Ooh, kept in bounds there nicely by Peter Zogandipe. Challenged now by Will Shaw. And looks like it'll be a free kick to the Flames. A little aggressive there on the body contact. Here's Lewis now, moving it forward. Good kick. Seamus Gunn picking it up. Kicked away by Owen Lorenko. That's number 9, Ugo Morty, advancing it to Maecha Morty. Looking to set up the cross. Putting it in.
Good.
That's always open on the other end there. That was Valencio Velasquez, but the one-handed save by Will Hilliard.
Wow.
And then the recovery. Excellent save. That ball was on target.
Yeah, he's really good in that. That's impressive.
Great communication, great cross from Maecha to Morty in the Flames' end. So it's Seamus Gunn being challenged by River Hook. There it is to Lucas Sharp. Gets the ball forward by cut off by number 14, Muna Morty. Challenged by Fasica. Fasica dancing his way through the defenders, but Cananisho ultimately coming away with it there temporarily. And looks like it'll be out of bounds on the Flames. Panthers ball. Looks about 6 minutes left to go in this first half, minus any injury time that the referee might award. There haven't been too many injuries. There was an early one to Rogan Coyne, who had to come out. And then I think beyond that, I don't think there have been any other injuries.
It hasn't exactly been a rough game either. Like, it's been pretty clean.
It's been a little bit of contact, but I mean, you expect that. It's senior boys soccer, right?
Exactly. You always appreciate to see a game where they're not too rough with each other, getting angry and on the ground.
So referee repositioning Aiden Lewis for the second attempt at that free kick. And it comes good kick right into the middle. There was Lucas Sharp had a chance at the header, but quickly cleared away by Cananisho. This is number 10, Valencio Velasquez, moving up. He's got Morty, Maecha Morty on the side, challenged by Stefanos Naskahari, who gets back. Picked up again by Morty. Now he's got it over to Peter Zogandipe. Challenged there by Ike Van Noort. I know one aspect of the Flames game that they work really hard on is their defense. Establishing a clear line of defense.
Definitely, they don't get it far once you're past the halfway mark. Like, we're good at holding down the net.
Here's Chris Cananisho now. And that's our first half. A little shorter than what we had it at. We were told 35 minutes. I don't know if they shortened this game due to the late start.
I guess so. Was it supposed to be 35 minutes?
Well, that's what I thought. Maybe it was 30. It was pretty close to 30 there, so we're at half, and it's 2-1. So what do you think of the game so far?
I didn't expect it to be so high scoring, but I think we're pretty evenly matched here. PF is obviously playing really well. They have really good communication. I think our defense is really impressive. Will in the net is an advantage all the time. He's good at holding it down. He makes pretty much every save that's in there, and I feel like just keep playing the way we're playing, and yeah.
Well, very good. So we have a little bit of a treat for you at halftime. We're going to show one of the highlight reels produced by a couple of media arts students. And just before we go into that, Trinity, thank you very much for joining us for the second half of the first half and filling in for Mr. McMillan. But in the meantime, while the players take a little break at half, enjoy the September recap made by Jordan Bosco and Grace Felix Clancy.
Hello Flames, my name is Grace Felix Clancy, and here is the Patrick Fogarty Monthly Recap. So, this first month has been a September one, that's for sure. Lots of interesting... What are you doing here?
Monthly recap? Wait, I thought that
I'm
were-
doing the monthly recap.
I feel like Mr. Cole should really clarify these things.
Anyway, Jordan and I are in charge of the Patrick Fogarty highlight reel now, so expect to be seeing a different form of videos going forward. Last week was a busy one, with Harvest Night and Grade 9 Fun Day. The school population has been updated with our fresh men coming in, and of course I'm meaning the Grade 9s. 2010ers are now coming to the school, so be prepared to hear all broken vocabularies and brain rot for the next upcoming weeks. On the note of Grade 9s, I'm handing you over to Jordan from the past.
So Grade 9 Fun Day is just supposed to be a fun thing to build up school spirit and make kids excited about going to the school and everything. Started off right after lunch with an assembly in the gym, and then afterwards there was candy thrown at them, and we had painting shirts outside and everything. Then after that, all of them went to their own sections. Each section has its own game. So the first one is Huckle Buckle, and there's musical chairs, three-legged race, tug of war, squirt, obstacle course, chaos, duck duck goose, and then at the very end we had closing ceremonies. Sending it back to you, Grace.
Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
You're supposed to have a mic for that, you know.
I was, wasn't I?
Harvest Night happened the same day. Students enjoyed food and music during the lively after-school event. Jordan had to stay and film for that as well, as I didn't give him a choice.
You sure didn't, Grace. During Harvest Night we had lots of fun. There was games for everyone to play. A piano that anyone could set up and use. Here's Jillian playing some music. Not to mention, the food was
Okay, and so we're back. The second half about to start, and I'm here with Mr. Nye. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Nye.
Hey, Mr. Cole, happy to be here.
So we had already scheduled Mr. McMillan and Mr. Nye in for our first and second half, but really appreciate that Trinity Smith was able to come in for the second half of the first half to help with analyst duties. So we've got a 2-1 game here. And we've got the Panthers with early ball possession. Things cleared away there by Emmanuel Fasica, River Hook. Now at midfield, he's got S.S. going up the side. Kick comes up a little bit short. Panthers recover. Panthers going to push hard, try to regain, at least draw things even early in this first half. Kick by Cananisho, cut up by S.S. We have a new Flames player on the field on the far side as well. Try to get his name. That's number 19. That's Carter Torkoff. Left striker position. The wind's still gusty. I noticed you're appropriately dressed, Mr. Nye. You got the nice big jacket on, the polar fleece.
I am. Well, you got to be ready for the weather out here.
My whole Meteors team is quite jealous of your...
I believe it. Well, you got to prepare for the weather, just like this game here. It looks like at the half we've seen a couple adjustments by both teams. Pete seems to have gone with a more of aggressive approach here. Looks like we're pushing 3 up on the forward. Fogarty, it looks like, is really just pushing 1 right now, really conserving that lead. So they're going to be looking to play some tight defense here.
So that's Jack Davidson on the field now for the Flames. And when we get a chance, we've had a replay of the goal, the last goal scored by Jackson Thomas. Chris Mararu challenge on the ball there. Gets it up to Stephanus. Players are going to have to make the adjustment, get used to the wind direction for this half. Free kick here awarded to the Panthers. That's Owen Lorenko makes a kick. Picked up by Will Hilliard.
Cool and calm, collected under pressure.
What about Will Hilliard? Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about me. Okay.
Well, you could go either way there, but Hilliard has looked smooth all game.
I do believe Will Hilliard was the MVP of last year's soccer team, so it just shows you how much confidence they have in him and how grounded he keeps the team at all times with his play.
Absolutely, you can tell just the way he carries himself. He leads the team by example from that net.
That's Carter Torkoff and Emmanuel Fisica challenging the Panthers on the far side. That's Ogundipe getting it forward to Cananisho. And to the near side, that's Maecha Morty. Good cross into Ezra Terrell-Ata. Back to Cananisho. Ogundipe on the far side. Challenged by Rogan Coyne. And as I say that, it's good to see Rogan Coyne back on the field. He was injured early in the first half. Went off holding his head, but he looks to be okay. Here's River Hook now with the near steal. Challenging Muna Morde. Cananisho putting the ball in. And here's Hilliard out to scoop up the loose ball. Here's Rogan Coyne now. And it's good to see a few of the younger players here playing on this varsity squad for the Flames. Bodes well for the future when you have grade 10 student Rogan Coyne, grade 9 student River Hook.
It's Lucas Sharp. I saw him on the field earlier. I think
Yes.
he's a grade 10 as well.
Ball out on the Flames. This will be Owen Lorenko to Cananisho. Cananisho with the good footwork, avoiding Hook. Getting the ball forward. That's Maecha Morty now. To Ugo Morty with the shot attempt. Good for 3 points. Now that we have a chance, I know our replay operator Elise has been dying to show us that goal from Jackson Thomas. So this was on a free kick earlier in the game. Third goal of the game. Just straight in.
Brilliant.
So that was the last goal that we've seen. It's been a little quiet. That was all happened within the first 18 minutes. A little quiet in the second half of the first half. But still some really good action here.
You wonder, with both teams adjusting to the new side and the weather, this wind really coming through, if the pace of play is going to pick up soon.
Certainly we expect the Panthers just to really start to press. They're going to want that goal back, try to draw things even. But as you mentioned earlier, Fogarty will probably be content to defend and in the one other home game I've seen of the Flames this season, the Flames can be really opportunistic, using their defense to create offensive opportunities and fast breaks.
That's a real asset, especially at the high school level here, where you can have players who make a big difference in that little moment.
Aiden Lewis getting the ball forward. Blocked by Gunn, picked up by Will Shaw. Fasika also there. Stealing it away is Fasika. He's got Steph as an option, goes to him. Here's Stefanos Naskahari. Ball out on, I believe that was number 34, Marcus Giricolo. No, it was number 36, Gavin Peak. Flames will throw in again here. Ball out in the Flames, so it would be a goal kick for Evan Bates or designate. Looks like they'll go with the designated kicker here, Muna Morty. Ball kicked away by Aiden Lewis. That's Riverhook and Steph Naskahari challenging for the ball. Gets it over far side to Coyne. Just out of reach, goes out of bounds. Kicked away by Aiden Lewis, out of bounds. That's number 10, Valencio Velasquez. Here's Owen Larenko. Shot attempt is wide.
It appears Aiden Lewis with that powerful kick will be taking the shot here for the goalie.
And this one ought to fly with the wind the way it is. Oh, he decides to go short with it.
It's a smart move up the wing.
Jack Davidson. As the Panthers come forward, the Flames move down the field. Nice little decoy play there. Here's Jack Davidson with the inbound throw. Scott Van Noort. Challenged by Canonisho. Picked up by number 6, Jacob Ferguson. Panthers move the ball up. This is 10, Valencio Velasquez. Gets it up the far side. I believe on the far side that's either Marcus Duracola or Gavin Peak. I can't quite see the number from here. But if it's 36, it would be Gavin Peak. And I think it goes without saying, but I'll reiterate it. Being unfamiliar with the Panthers players, if there's any name mispronunciations, we apologize. But we'll do our level best to get it right. There's Gunn cutting off the kick by Lewis and brought up by Canonisho. He's got Velasquez with him, challenged by Rogan Coyne and Will Shaw on the far side.
St. Pete's putting a lot of pressure on the right wing. They've got some explosive athletes on that side they're trying to make use, but our Fogarty Flames are holding them off so far.
Throw in headed away by Lewis and kicked away again by Mararu. Flames content to play this game all day long.
Absolutely. They're
all
happy
half
to watch,
long, rather.
They're happy to watch that clock tick away.
So Corbin Steele is on the pitch for the Flames now as well, number 17. Had a piece of the ball there momentarily a minute ago. Here's River Hook now. And something I've noticed about some of the Flames players, like Fasika and Steph Noskahari in particular, is they play up and they also play back.
They do, yeah. And I think in a game like this, it's important to have that balance. When you're trying to defend a lead, you can't fully sit back and wait for it to happen. You need to keep some offensive pressure.
So we've got a free kick here awarded to the Flames. This could be replay worthy. Looks like Fasika's going to take it. A little further out than what Jackson Thomas opportunity that he had earlier. Maybe a little far to put it on goal directly. But we'll see if he can cross it in. Nice cross there. Just a little far, and there's that wind factor that we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely. That gets really tough to judge this late in the game, too.
So Muna Morty will kick things away for the Panthers. This is Jacob Ferguson now coming up the left side with Ugo Morty. Kicked away by Chris Mararu. It's Corbin Steele challenging Seamus Gunn. Owen Lorenko on the near side. He's got Ferguson with him. Challenge by River Hook. We have a player down on the field. Ref hasn't blown the whistle yet. That's Steph Noskahari. A bit of an injury here. He was sitting down for a moment. So you're getting your first look at Mr. Nye here on the screen in the picture-in-picture.
Hey, happy to be here. A little chilly, but it's a great day for soccer.
You have an apparent injury to Steph or possibly a cramp.
When you get the cold weather like this and the wind whipping through, it magnifies that cold. And as you begin to sweat, that really cools you down quick. And so it's common to see cramps like this when you have this kind of weather. Hopefully it's something minor like a cramp. We never want to see someone have to leave the field because of a serious injury.
So getting an assist here from his teammate and Mrs. Drieger. Steph will come off the field. Referee will note any additional injury time or stoppage time. This half, and presumably we'll have somebody new on the sidelines coming on. Jackson Thomas looks like he's coming on. So Thomas back on the field for Stephanus. And a corner kick here from the Panthers. Good cross in there. Attempt to head it in by Seamus Gunn, just a little over his head. Panthers maintain possession. Picked off by Fasika. He's got a man up front. So that's Corbin Steele now with a little bit of a mini break, but covered by Seamus Gunn. Kicked away and out of bounds on the far side. Rogan Coyne will throw things in. There's Van Noort. Back to Shaw. Shaw bringing things forward. Challenged by Chris Canoniso.
It looks like Aiden Lewis is setting up for the kick. This will be interesting with the wind here, what he does with it.
We cross in. Couple of attempts there and just over the net is Shaw. Jackson Thomas got a piece of that, as did Shaw. Don't know if we got that in replay or not. Doesn't look like it.
That was a great attempt by Shaw. A left foot volley is not an easy thing, especially in this wind.
Yeah, get the ball in net and just about anything can happen.
Absolutely, and that all started with a great play by Shaw to draw the kick, and then Lewis to keep that ball out of the air and not get taken away by the wind here, giving his team a chance.
Here's Muna Morty now, kicking things forward. Received by Ugo Morty, broken up by Fasika. Valencio Velasquez challenging now. Challenge a little too hard. It'll be Panthers free kick. Here's Seamus Gunn taking that free kick. The cross is headed away by Jackson Thomas. Muffed there by Fasika, but a shot handled by Will Hilliard.
I think that bobbled off of one of the defenders. That was a great play by Hilliard to keep that in control.
The long out kick is, let's see that replay there of that save. As you said, off of one of the Fogarty players, off of Aiden Lewis, but covered by Will Hilliard. What a great save. Nothing worse than an own goal.
Oh, terrible.
Even on a deflection, no player wants their name attached to that.
Absolutely not. And a shining example of how young Will Hilliard won himself the MVP last year, being solid in the net for the Flames.
Here's Mararu now. He's being challenged there, overtaken by Valencio Velasquez, who gets a hold of the ball, but cleared away by Aiden Lewis. Lewis covering that quick move there by Velasquez. Gets the ball over into the neighbor's bushes. Rogan Coyne kicking the throw-in away. Rogan Deepe chases after it. Deep throw-in covered by Ike Van Noort. Bounces over the head of Seamus Gunn. It gets pushed from behind. It'll be Flames free kick at about the midfield. Okay, I'm cold. 10 minutes left to go or so in this varsity boys soccer game. Abby Kewen giving me a look like, suck it up, Mr. Cole. Oh, here's the kick and a goal! River Hook off the free kick takes advantage. We definitely have that on replay, don't we, Elise? Let's see that again. Totally caught me by surprise. There he just finds himself wide open with the ball and makes it good. Evan Bates tried to get a hand on that, but just too much power behind that shot, and perhaps a little too much wind as well.
Just a great volley off the right boot there.
And we talked a little bit early in the first half about the Flames. They're opportunistic. They make good on their bounces. They make good on chances. And Trinity Smith described them as a good one-touch team. Not a lot of overthinking or double thinking. Ball out on Cananisho. Throw in here by Jackson Thomas. Lucas Sharp takes that inbound pass out on the Flames, I believe. There's Seamus Gunn. So 3-1 Flames. Ball out on Valencio Velasquez. Jack Davidson now to throw it in. There's River Hook. Looks like it'll be a corner kick now for the Flames. Ball out on St. Peter's. And here comes Will Shaw. Let's see if he can curl one in there, if he has another play in mind. So Shaw, left-footed kicker. So it seemed to set up somewhat ideally for the curl in. See what he has in mind. We'll definitely have the replay button ready on this. Curling in but kicked away. First touch by the Panthers. Challenged there by Jackson Thomas. No foul in the play. Moved up by Cananisho. Whiffed on by Muraru. So we've got a bit of a break here. Here's Valentino Velasquez. He's got Morty with him. Stripped away by Jack Davidson. Nicely defended. That's Lucas Sharp on the far side with Rogan Coyne. Now moving things forward. Here's Velasquez again with the kick on net. Easily covered by Shaw. Or by Hilliard, sorry. Will Shaw, Will Hilliard, you know. So 3-1 Flames. About 2/3 of the way through this second half. Velasquez overtaken by Hook, who moves the ball forward. Bates will handle that. Kicks it away. Missed by Van Noort, but picked up by Jackson Thomas. Stolen away by Maecha Morty, who comes forward, but he's covered by two Flames. Looks like fouled, perhaps. He went down hard, did Morty. Writhing in pain on the field. Looks like perhaps his right knee. Referee having a discussion here with Morty. Maybe not giving them the call that he's seeking. So we'll see. And it looks like it is a free kick, though.
With the time winding down, we're starting to see that pressure from St. Pete's that you were talking about.
Chris Muraru is also down for the Flames on the other side. Didn't see that until just now. He's limping away. So obviously it was some sort of knee-to-knee collision that occurred there.
Well, and with the cold weather, too, as soon as the joints start getting cold, you really feel those knees.
Looks like Fernando Bonifacio will be coming on for the Flames in place of Muraru, whereas Morty stays on for the Panthers. So we've got Ugo Morty here, lining up to kick. We've got a four-man wall. Shot in, but covered by Hilliard. Almost on the rebound, but too quick on the reflexes there was Hilliard, and he gets it away. Seamus Gunn now. Ball rebounds off him, picked up by Lucas Sharp. Moved forward by Bonifacio. And out on the Panthers, that was 34, Marcus Girocolo with the errant kick. So Flames hit the throw in here. This is where you see the Flames be really opportunistic. They're quick on the ball. and decisive about taking shots or making passes. There's Riverhook now pushing it down. Scooped up by Bates and kicked away. There's Jackson Thomas now on the 1v1 versus Micha Morty. Morty kicks it away, picked up by Coyne. Ogundipe covered by Fasika. Panthers come away with it. There's Micha Morty challenged by Thomas. Inside to Ugo Morty. There's Canonisho. Shots blocked. Will Shaw trying to get it, gets it. Looks like out on the Panthers. Great play by Shaw to keep the ball in bounds and to get a ricochet off the Panthers to take some of the pressure off. Here's Luciano Mustica with the throw in for the Panthers. Headed away by Aiden Lewis. Picked up by Bonifacio and Van Noort. Bates will cover that and kick it away. That's Sean Coyne on the far side. Ogundipe picks up the kick. Ball bounced off the referee there. That'll go to the Panthers. Canonisho.
Looks like an offside by the Panthers. Hilliard demonstrating no fear in the net, charging headfirst for another ball there.
Over the head of Sharp is the kick picked up by Seamus Gunn. Here's Ogundipe, challenged by Sharp. Back to Gunn, kicks it forward. Just past the reach of Shaw. Ball being moved up here. That's number 5, Ezra Trelata, who has the lone goal for St. Peter's. In with the cross. Gets out to Micha Morty. But there's 2 Flames on him right away. That's Thomas and Fasika. Steal possession back out to Bonifacio. Slide tackle there. I do believe he got the ball first, but Bonifacio upended on the play and free kick awarded to the Flames. Good slide tackle actually there by Valencio Velasius. Here's Lewis now. Picked off by Gunn. Fasika picks it up for the Flames. Ogundipe replies. Pushing it forward, but picked off by Lewis. Velasius with the kick. It'll be wide. And Hilliard will take his time.
Looks like we have Aiden Lewis down on the field grabbing at a leg. Might be another cramp out here with this weather.
With all of the extra free kick and goal kick duties that Aiden Lewis does, no wonder that his kicking leg is cramped up a little bit.
Aiden's quite an athlete. I've seen him play a few sports. As a hockey player, I've seen him tough as nails, so you know he wouldn't be going off unless it was needed.
And no advantage here either to fake an injury at this point because just the referee's going to add extra time. We are into apparently extra time, depending on whether halves are 30 minutes or 35. I thought I was told it was 35, but the first half seemed to be around 31 minutes. But we're in that time frame anyway that the referee can add discretionary time for any stoppages in play, any injuries. We've had a couple this half. But down 2 goals, the Panthers are going to have to do something quick to get themselves back in this game.
A good
Lucas
ball
Sharp.
out by Sharp.
Yeah, very content just to get the ball down the field as far away as possible.
We're really seeing that pressure from the Panthers right now, and Fogarty locking in on D.
Sharp cuts off the throw-in. Tries to touch it over to Fasika, but picked up by the Panthers. Kicked away there by number 13. That's Ike Van Noort. Canonisho now coming forward. You just see the Flames putting up a wall. Not letting the Panthers do what they want to do, not letting them penetrate beyond that 18-yard box in particular. Now, a free kick awarded there. I do believe that was a good challenge by Jack Davidson, but
we've seen a couple of hard challenges that get called on that side for both ways.
Yeah. Actually, they did award it as a throw-in as opposed to a free kick. I thought for a moment there the referee was signaling free kick, but that was a good challenge by Davidson. He got the ball first. So here's Aiden Lewis back on the field now for the Flames, so that's good to see. Well down the field. That's 34 Marcus Duracolo. Kick away by Bates, maybe not as strong as he intended, but of course he's kicking into the wind at this juncture. Valencio Velasquez with the long forward kick. And the shot is deflected away. We've seen this routine before.
We have.
With a 2-goal lead, the Flames feeling quite comfortable here as time runs down. Here's Bonifacio now. Thought he almost had an uncontested break there. Good block by Lucas Sharp. And that's game. The Flames will take this one, move to 3-2-1 on the season. The Panthers will fall to 2-3. And there you have it. Varsity Boys Soccer at Patrick Fogarty.
Love it. A hard-fought battle by both teams. And Fogarty capitalizing when they had those chances, which was cool to see for them. And St. Pete's, credit to them. They played a great game. They were right in it.
If you're watching this, please join us tomorrow for junior and senior boys football for the 40th homecoming kickoff games against St. Teresa's. For Mr. Cole and Mr. Nye, this has been Varsity Boys Soccer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.